Welcome to Module 1, where we ask, what are the realities and promises of urbanization in Africa? In this module, we unpack what urbanization in Africa looks and feels like. I start by presenting an overview of how urbanization in Africa has taken shape. African cities are growing very rapidly, and the promises of urbanization as a demographic phenomena, thought of elsewhere as a boon for economic development, may not adequately match what we are seeing in African cities. Fundamentally, we need to understand African cities on their own terms, even if informed by comparative precedent. In the promise of urbanization in African cities, I start the module by introducing how African cities have been urbanizing. I show how the promises of urbanization elsewhere may not have the same resonance as here. I argue that to unlock the potential of African cities, we need to make sense of informality, inequality, and the climate emergency in order to foster the possibilities for change. After I have shared some of the macro trends that shape urbanization, we turn to Nairobi to demonstrate how this looks and sounds on a local level. We share an audiovisual piece on making a life in Nairobi that is written by myself and a colleague, Tatiana Team. She's a human geographer based at the University College London, and this work is read by Nokukanya Nkwabe. In Urbanization and Gender in African Cities, I go on to share a video from the BBC that clearly demonstrates the conditions of urbanization, making the point that urbanization is fundamentally gendered. Global strategic frameworks, such as the Sustainable Development Goals and the African Union's Agenda 2063, both focus on the importance of reducing poverty and promoting gender inequality. And we argue that these can be linked to Goal 11 on sustainable cities. We therefore turn to identify the key opportunities and challenges of global and regional frameworks when it comes to urbanization in African cities. I then focus on unpacking the SDGs and Agenda 2063 further, making an argument for how these goals can be unlocked for sustainable and just urbanization in Africa. I will find you at the end of these sections for a roundup and a brief summary of the next module. We hope you enjoy the material we have assembled.